Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gaza with CD. Guys, you know what? I'm going to keep reminding us, fellow South Africans, that even as much as we are hard on ourselves, we are hard on ourselves because we want the best. And we do get the best that we can when we are united as one, as South Africans. As I always tell the green and white, wait. What's that flag color again? Green, white, and green people, that whatever South Africans want, South Africans get. That is on period. There is no arguing. When South Africans look to their government and say, this is what we want, guess what the government does? They shake in their boots and they do it. Right? They do it. Yeah, sometimes they may lie to us and pretend to be doing it just to shut us up. But one thing for sure about us, we don't forget. They think we forget when we are quiet for a while. We are still going to raise our voices with all the nonsense that is happening in our country, and we will demand for them to be fixed. I see that the green, white, and green people, they try their best to behave now, even though there are those that are still trying us. Oh, there's a lot of them that are trying us. The ones that are inside it, they're realizing that when they say things against South Africans, they're making it difficult for themselves inside of South Africa, because South Africans are calling for the exodus, like leave. Go and fix your country type of situation. So now they're kind of like being quiet. There are those that are unwise, that try South Africans. The ones that are outside of the South African borders, South Africans don't care about them because they speak out of ignorance about South Africa. And yet, when they come an opportunity where they are asked between staying in Nigeria and be given 10 million naira and a visa to South Africa, which one would you choose? Guess what the answer is? Oh man, come on, I don't have to make you guess. The answer is obvious, like in this video.
If you are given 10 million naira to stay in Nigeria or a visa to South Africa, which one would you choose?
Nigeria, 10 million naira is a whole lot. I would leave this Nigeria. That's with joy in my heart. I will leave Nigeria.
A visa to South Africa.
Why?
I can't continue in Nigeria. I'm tired of Nigeria. Can't stay.
To South Africa.
So there is money in South Africa.
Yeah, there's money there.
I would like South Africa.
So what's happening in South Africa?
Better than Nigeria.
Better than Nigeria.
Of course.
Why?
Nigeria is a fucking place.
Even with 5 million naira, I will leave Nigeria because there is nothing here. With 5 million naira, not even to talk of 10 million naira, I will gladly leave Nigeria.
Well, even with 100 million, with 100, you will still leave Nigeria.
What am I doing in Nigeria with her? I will leave.
Is it that bad?
It is too bad. It's very, very bad now. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Okay. I'm telling you the honest truth.
Visa to South Africa.
Why?
Nigeria is not more good. Nobody is enjoying. Even if you have 10 million naira, cannot use it for anything.
But everybody will be happy because in South Africa, they have good government. I mean, that's why I say I'm the right person for you people to interview. You people interview an intelligent, somebody who have gone to Johannesburg. You have to take another plane to Cape Town, and that's where I work. South African government, they taking care of their environment and their people. That's why I see I will go back to South Africa as long as I'm not going with bad intention to see that no human being will stop my progress. If in future God finance me to go back to South, I will go back to South Africa because I'm praying for another opportunity for God to move to South Africa that will better my life. Like I know that be like Europe, Canada.
Now, I know it's an old video brigade are going to come and say, it's an old video. I know. There is no video that I am going to show you guys that I first did not check its status. When was it published? And I will also look at the relevance of the message if it still resonates today. So those of you who keep saying, it's an old video. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. I know. Gazi. Now, it's for you to listen to the relevancy of the message that I am bringing in the old video. This is still very much relevant in South Africa.
If you were to get a free citizenship in any other African country, what country would it be?
South Africa.
South Africa.
When you compare South Africa,
to Nigeria.
I know you now. I give you a dirty slap.
Better than Nigeria.
It's quite better because of the system of government there.
What do you think about Nigeria? How about Nigeria?
No, sorry. Why should I go to Nigeria?
You just say no to Nigeria.
Of course.
Why are you saying?
There are more and more and more and more green, white, and green people who speak very ill of South Africa because they are still in Nigeria. But if you ask them, would you like to go to South Africa? They will not say hell to the no. They're like, hell yeah. When do I go? When do I pack? Oh, don't worry. I will just leave with whatever I have on my back and hop on that plane and come to South Africa. Now, the interesting part as well is that some of these green, white, and green people will say that, oh, my country is better than South Africa. Better than South Africa? In what context? Because in every context, you are still a failure. Your education system, or we're the most educated and intelligent, you are not even in the top 10 of the best education system on the African continent. The best universities, they are all found in South Africa. And then some will say, oh, some Nigerians are in Ivy League schools in the United States. South Africans are not there. Yes, you are right. You know why South Africans are not there? Because we have our own version of Ivy League schools and universities in South Africa. So why would a South African go to Harvard University, to Columbia University, and all these other prestigious universities, or so-called prestigious universities, when we have our own in South Africa? Just like there's no reason for a South African to hop on a plane with bags and bags and bags and bags of their items, leaving South Africa, and they leave forever and go be a nuisance to somebody else's land. You will never see that either. You'll never see that either. But when you ask them which is the most developed country on the African continent, they all know. Nobody mentions Nigeria. Nobody. Not even one soul mentions Nigeria, like in this video.
What country in Africa is the most developed? What country is the Europe of Africa?
South Africa. I'll give it to South Africa. Yeah, because I won't say everyone, most people here in England knows about South Africa.
I have to be South Africa, yeah. South Africa? Yeah. Where are you from? Nigeria.
South Africa. It's obvious.
Why?
Africa. They don't normally don't even travel to Europe like we do. Because everything is at their disposal. The place is better. Almost like Europe.
Furthermore, now you have Nigerians that are living in South Africa. In South Africa. They've been here for a hot minute. And now they are asked, when are you going to pack up and leave and go back to Nigeria? They're like, where? Which Nigeria? Never. They said they will never go back to Nigeria. This is the saddest part for me of this video, because there is nothing like home. Absolutely nothing like home. But when you denounce your home, inkabi yako, it really is a very sad thing. You know, I will not blame those that say that, because, listen, I've been to Nigeria before, and I've said to you guys, I understand when they say, never. I will never go back to Nigeria. And another thing that is not spoken about, which I'm going to mention in this video, maybe in passing. But before I mention this, let's see what these Nigerians that live in South Africa are saying when they are asked, why not go back to Nigeria? And this is what they are saying.
I'll be asking some of the Nigerian immigrants that are here some fun questions. Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you guys today. First of all, what's your name?
My name is Toby.
My name is Lyle.
Nice to meet you both. Will you be moving back to Nigeria?
No, not in a few years. I don't see myself though.
How about you?
No.
What?
Foreseeable future, no.
Not in the foreseeable future.
Not in the next 20 years. No, not Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you like it here?
I love it here. It's far different from where I'm coming from.
Interesting. Okay, my last and final question. Will you be moving back to Nigeria?
Not anytime soon. Probably when I'm 90 or something. Not now, not now, not ever.
Tinubu is waiting for you. Look, would you be going back to Nigeria?
Absolutely no.
How about you?
I can't, because it's just mad.
I totally agree with you. At this point in time, you need some peace. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Have a good rest of the day. Would you be considering moving back to Nigeria?
No. Period.
No way.
Oh my God.
No way.
Would you be considering moving back to Nigeria?
No.
Would you consider moving to Nigeria?
No. No.
Why?
No, please, we're not doing trenches life again.
Oluwati, you're being grown in the trenches. So, would you consider moving back to Nigeria?
Jesus was no. Bye bye.
Okay, would you consider moving back to Nigeria?
Hell no way. No way.
Just like that.
No way. To move back, never ever. No way.
Okay.
Now, let's go to what I said I was going to talk about. The number one reason many Nigerians will never leave South Africa, by hook or crook, they will not. It doesn't matter how much money you give them, because when they go back to Nigeria, Tinubu is going to take that money in inflations and expensive stuff, rice and all that nonsense that the people of Nigeria are being subjected to. Now, our health system in South Africa, health care system in South Africa, it is free of charge. Others, they do come to South Africa already infected with, the three-letter word, the three-letter virus that turns into, the one that kills people en masse before ARVs and all of that stuff started. Yeah, and they say these are the same people, Nigerians. They'll say, oh, South Africa is what capital of Africa. Yes, number one, we do keep records in our medical field. Everybody, when you go to a clinic today, the first thing that you have to do is do three-letter word. That's the first thing that you will do, is to get tested for the three-letter word. It's not even a word, it's abbreviation. Okay? And then from there, obviously, those records are going to be kept. Now, if you go to our hospitals and clinics, guess who's there in great numbers? Not South Africans, that much I can tell you. It's not South Africans. Yeah, there are South Africans, but they are not as many as what we have in our clinics that people from outside of South Africa are here for. They know that free Medicare in South Africa. And then they get tested. And of course, these tests are going to be captured in a South African database. And then the government will release the stats at some point. But South Africans know, no, that's not us. That's not us. Because we are not like how we used to back in the 90s. Every single Saturday, our gravesites are burying the future of this country. That's no longer happening. But the people that are being recorded for these three letters, they're non-South Africans. And then South Africa takes the stray bullets. But it's fine. Just like with crime, they say we the ones who are criminals when these crimes are imported from their countries. But fine, nonetheless, right? But the problem that needs to be sorted out is with our government. Our government now needs to categorize the statistics and be clear that amongst these stats, so many people from so many countries, they are the ones that are in this percentage that are struggling or suffering or whatever the case might be. Because we are taking stray bullets and we are serving sentences of crimes we did not commit. So all these things needs to be fixed in 2025. Like I said, as South Africans, whatever we want, we get. Right? So now, just to conclude the so-called whatever giants of whoever, we don't care about the title, keep it. See, now we know the truth. We know the truth. And we are proud of the truth that we know about ourselves as South Africans. You don't have to tell us. You don't. You can lie to yourself, be delusional, survival mode, and try to convince yourself that you are the best of the best. Okay, we're not going to stop you. Go ahead. Oh, please go ahead. But we are not going to prove ourselves to anybody or explain ourselves to anybody. We know that we have the best country on the African continent, and everybody wants to come to it because of the things that we built for ourselves since 1994. We are getting disturbed, but still we continue. And that's why we are proudly South African. We don't take that very lightly. We are proudly South African. And that, guys, please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I just thought, let me just remind the world in case they've forgotten us, who we are. Ciao.